welcome to you. My name's Dale and this is Dale's Addiction. Today we're going to talk about which is the better bag. The iconic Fendi Baguette. Fendi Baguette, which was launched in 1997, or the iconic Fendi Peekaboo, launched on the runway in 2009. Both bags were designed by Silvia Venturini Fendi. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you through kind of the pros and cons of the bags in general. I have different sizes in all of the bags. I'll tell you what my favorite size is in each of the styles and why. I'll show you what fits in the two styles that I am comparing together. I've got plenty of videos on Fendi Baguettes and Peekaboos, so I'm not going to double up on a lot of the content. This is a high-level overview on which I think is the best option, in my opinion, and why, to try and help you if you're going to buy your first piece from Fendi and you're not sure whether to go for the Baguette or the Peekaboo, or whether you've got a few pieces in one particular style, like you're a Baguette lover and you haven't found the Peekaboo for you, or you're a Peekaboo lover and you haven't found the Baguette for you. So let's just put these together for a minute and have a look. Two totally different bags. Two bags that you could say are definitely classics for Fendi, but definitely classic styles. I'd say the Peekaboo is something that is more timeless than the Baguette, just knowing how the Baguette has dated over the years. But the Baguette keeps getting improvements and it keeps being modernized, and I think she's still got a classic twist on her. So the two Peekaboos that you will see in Fendi mostly are the ICU Peekaboos in the petite size. And you'll see this one, I always have the front open and the back closed, and the small size, again, back closed, front open. Obviously, these two bags are pretty different. The petite, and I've just picked those in nappa leather so that they're comparable. They're pretty squishy bags, right? The petite has a detachable, adjustable crossbody strap that you can wear on the shoulder, crossbody, or you can take it off and wear it handheld. It has two turn locks, one on the front and the back. And due to its trapezoidal nature, it does fit a bit, but in the bottom half of the bag, as you can see on the side profile here. And so that is why I tend to close up the back and put secure items in the back against my body, and then leave the front kind of sticking open so I can put more things in it. Yes, it does fit an iPhone Pro inside the bag with a case on, so you don't have to worry about that either, but it's not a plus size phone. All the Peekaboos come with a little raincoat, which is a really lovely touch. So I have two of the petite sized ICU Peekaboos. This is not my favorite size. I love them because I think they're a classic, classy little bag, but I have chosen mine in acid green and fuchsia galusha. So I haven't chosen particularly classic colours in these pieces, and that's because I like a classic with a twist. I like to look done but undone, and for me, something that looks so beautiful and classic needs to be undone with a colour or texture twist. The mini Peekaboo in the iconic style, this is the Celleria stitching with the Romano leather. This was my first Peekaboo, and I'd have to say I don't like this style as much as I like the ICU. I prefer this to the ICU Petite, but I prefer the ICU generally to this style of bag, and I think it's because, I don't know why, maybe it's just that the Celleria come in pretty neutralish colours. I don't know. I've been having some thoughts about this piece lately, and whether it should stay in my collection, but it is beautiful. Like, it's the most gorgeous leather. I love the exposed contrast stitching, palladium hardware, fits heaps. Again, removable, detachable, that's the same thing. Adjustable strap that goes crossbody. It's got feet, they all have feet. I don't know, I don't know why I'm not loving it, but it's not in my favorites. It's not in my favorites. My favourite size in the Peekaboo is the ICU small, which is quite a larger bag compared to what I typically carry, but I just love the versatility of this one. The reason I love the small is that it's the smallest size that will actually smile like a Fendi Peekaboo was designed to do. So the Peekaboo was originally meant to be a bag that you could close up and, you know, be private, or you could show a little bit of your personality as the bag kind of, you know, opens up and smiles. And some of the larger, older ones have really big, saggy smiles, which I love. This is the smallest size that will smile to my knowledge. So I love the fact it has this really sleek silhouette and shape, and then it has this kind of smiley piece at the front here. The contrast hardware on this one is absolutely spectacular, and obviously the colour I am biased towards because I love purple. Again, a detachable adjustable strap, which is great for crossbody shoulder wear, and the beauty of this bag is it's just so great top handle or on the crook of the arm. It carries everything that you need it to carry. You don't have to worry about anything but a laptop, your lunch. I probably wouldn't put your lunch in. A small umbrella, a small water bottle, you know, you can carry everything in here. It's just limited by your imagination. Again, that contrast hardware, 2 turn locks. This is my favourite Fendi Peekaboo ICU. This is the one that I would recommend to people who want a bag to wear on the daily. If you're looking for something a little bit special, I would then definitely say, well, consider the petite because it's just so cute, and I think that the petite is something that you would wear on the weekends out shopping. More of an occasion piece than an everyday piece. The small is definitely great for every day. So then let's have a look at the Baguettes. So these have been modernised from the original Baguettes that were launched back in 1997. Actually, I have one I can show you. I'm not typically one for vintage, but this is my Fendi vintage Baguette, potentially from around 97 or maybe 2005. The jury's out, but there's a few people who have contradictory opinions on this one. It's in the rough here, but you can see that it just had this detachable shoulder strap, slightly adjustable with 3 holes and meant to be worn on the shoulder, on the crook of the arm, or handheld. The new ones are quite different in the fact that they are wider through the body. They have the detachable top handle, and they also have a longer strap that you can wear on the shoulder, and for some petite peoples they can wear crossbody as well. So they are quite different looking bags. For the purpose of this video though, we are going to be comparing the regular size Baguette and the mini. The mini was not around back in the day. It's a pretty modern addition to Fendi's Baguette collection. So my favourite out of these 2 sizes, I have to say, in terms of wearability, I always recommend the mini, which is blowing out in this silvery colour. I might grab a different colour so it doesn't blow out so much. Okay, here's my lilac one. So I always prefer the mini just because it's so easy to wear. It has a removable top handle as well as a crossbody strap. Now this to me is the big game changer, and this makes this bag very, very comparable to Chanel's mini rectangular, which I have also owned, and I don't anymore because I prefer these for the style, the colour, the versatility, and the price. I believe the Fendi mini Baguette just kicks Chanel's sweet little butt. For me, out of the Baguettes, this is the winner for all of those reasons. I have 5 mini Baguettes, so I love them. This is my only Napa leather regular sized Baguette, but I love the regular Baguettes for a different reason, and it's not one that I would say go and buy your first Baguette and buy a regular size. The regulars I buy for a statement. They're about how you carry them, how they work with your outfit. They're not necessarily, they're practical, but I don't think they're the most practical. They're more of a fashion statement piece. So technically I tend to wear mine like this. You can take this off, and there is this strap, but it's just long enough for the shoulder, not really for crossbody on me. But Fendi do sell a lot of aftermarket straps that you can mix and match with their pieces, and then you can add like a crossbody function. I don't think this bag is particularly great crossbody though in this size. I think it's just a moment on its own, handheld, on the crook of the arm, on the shoulder if you can make it. This one is a little bit longer than the original ones that came out for some reason. They didn't They have made them just a tiny bit longer. I don't know why. In terms of capacity, I've got organisers in all my baguettes for storing them and a shopping list, but these fit everything. And just to give you an example, I've got my mini pochette here stuffed with a bunch of things. I've got a pair of sunglasses. I've got a card holder and my Louis Vuitton 6-ring key holder. Pop those in. I've got my iPhone, a pair of AirPods, a car key, and I'll close that up. Like, it's a lot in a pretty smallish kind of bag, and it all fits in there. No problems at all. It's I haven't put them in with any care whatsoever, but you can see everything's pretty easily accessible. So they are a great bag in terms of capacity as well. I just think that the Peekaboo is more your personality. I think the Baguette is its own personality. I think the Peekaboo reflects the person, and I think the Baguette is itself. Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't know if it does. I think the mini Baguette is the best first purchase because it's so wearable and versatile day to night. Again, I've done a bunch of different videos. I've actually done a video showing you 8 different ways to wear this, so I will link that in the description box. But the regular Baguette, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 Fendi regular Baguettes. So I've got equal number of regular Baguettes to mini Baguettes. All of my regular Baguettes are pretty much statements. A lot of my minis are too, you might argue, but that's why I think the Peekaboo is more you, because the Peekaboo is about how you wear it. The Baguette is just a statement in itself. It's probably no surprise to you by now in the video that I didn't really plan this out because I wanted to talk through what I thought about these bags and see if it made sense. I feel like it does now, and if I show you my Baguette collection, it'll give you an understanding of just how I mean, not all Baguettes need to be this loud, right? Like, mine are a pretty loud bunch. But I do think that the Baguette is its own personality. Obviously, the people who buy these Baguettes, you know, they're trying to reflect their own personality, but still, I mean, like, you can't... Like, what did I put into this besides buying it, right? Or this, or this. The fact that this is the most quiet luxury of my Fendi regular Baguettes, it tells you something, right? Whereas the Peekaboos, I think it's, as I said, it's more about how you wear them. They tell a story more about you. So this white one, yes, I can wear it by itself with the white, or I can funk it up with a strap. This green one is a beautiful classic bag, but in this crazy color. It's kind of interesting, right? My fuchsia galusha, it's just so interesting and stunning. This one worn really casually when it's actually quite an evening looking bag is just a really unique talking point. This recent edition of the small Fendi Peekaboo ICU in the silver, it's blowing out, is just, again, a beautiful classic bag, but in a really unexpected texture and colorway. And my ultimate favorite, because it's smiling, because of the color, because of how I got it, and because of that contrasting hardware. To me, the Peekaboo, it's more about me. And the Baguette is when I want to put on something to be something else. I feel like the Baguette is more costume, the Peekaboo is more me. Maybe that's how I can summarize my thinking in this space. Anyway, I buy bags that are statements anyway, but I just think there's something beguiling about the Peekaboo for me. The fact it's a very modern classic, but it has all these little twists that you can personalize compared to so many other houses and their classics, that the bag is the bag. The Peekaboo kind of grows with you, and I love that about it. Anyway, let me know, do you agree or disagree? I know that I have a whole bunch of Baguette lovers out there that follow my channel. you know I love the Baguette. I have plenty of them and I love playing with them, but that is my logic for choosing the Peekaboo over the Baguette. But ultimately, maybe it's just a matter of which one you buy first, because if you're anything like me, once you pop, you can't stop. It's a deep, dark hole, and I don't think I ever want to escape because I just love the Fendi pieces. So let me know what your thoughts are on this one, whether you agree with me or you disagree. Are you shocked? Have you learned anything today? I'd love to know in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. I put out videos on Wednesdays and Sundays, sometimes some extras, so please come back and join me for the next one. Until then, ciao!